welcome to Daniel's backyard. Today we are planting garlic. I've been going through here and planting them about every 4 to 5 inches apart. And I'm going to fill this bed up, and I think I may have enough to do this next bed over here. This year I bought my garlic online. Last year I bought it from the store and I planted it, and it didn't turn out very well. So this year I got me a nice crop of garlic. It's so big, like some nice big cloves. That's what you want when you plant garlic, is really big cloves. So I'm going to be planting them in this bed, about every 4 to 5 inches apart, and then probably this bed too. And then eventually I'm going to come in here, top them with compost, and may put a light layer of pine straw on top, just for a mulch. But I heard that we're going to have a wet winter, so I may not want to mulch these, because you don't want them to be so wet that they rot. So I may mulch, I may not, depending on what our forecast looks like. So let's get to planting. So I've just been coming in here for now and just putting them every few inches apart, and then I'll come back and dig my holes to put them in. But this year's some nice size cloves. Woo, that one, it looks like one big one, but it's two, so we need to split that one. Or it will just grow up in two different bulbs, and they'll grow up together, and you don't really want that. Because you want them to both produce nice sized bulbs. And they won't do that if they're stuck. And I cannot split them. And you don't want to take your paper off of your bulbs, because they have a higher chance to rot that way also. This one's going to be, these two may not come up right, but that's okay, because we're still going to have plenty of garlic. And I am planting the biggest ones. If I have small ones like this left over, I'm just going to take them inside and use them. The garden looks a bit different than the last time I've showed it. I have fully transitioned into the fall garden, except for peppers. Peppers are still going, and that's about the only thing from summer, except for the yard-long beans. And I'm going to give you an update on these yard-long beans when I do my fall garden update. So now that I got them all laid out where they're going to go, I'm just going to go about 4 to 5 inches deep in the soil and drop it in. You want the pointy end up, and the part where it was attached at the bottom of the clove of the bulb, you want it down, because this is where your roots grow from, and this is where your sprout grows from. So you want your sprout end sticking up. Make sure your beds are weed free. Garlic does not like weeds. Same with onions. Any plant really, but garlic and onions really do not like weeds in the bed with them. You can already see where the sprout is coming up on this bulb. This is the end that you want pointing up. And then this is where your roots are coming out at. And you can already see some little roots right there. And you want that down. Some really nice sized cloves this year. Bigger the cloves, the bigger the bulbs. So that was 2 full beds, 3 by 6 beds filled with garlic. And I spaced them pretty close together, 4 to 5 inches. Some people like to go 6 to 8 to give them plenty of room to grow those giant bulbs. But I think they'll do perfectly fine. And this is really good compost that I've gotten from the local greenhouses. Plus I'm going to be topping them with mushroom compost. I love mushroom compost. It's a really, really good compost, and it smells so earthy. But I'll be topping them with mushroom compost and maybe, possibly, going through with a mulch. I'm not sure. Because if I have a wet winter, I really don't want them to be so soggy under there. But next week, I'm going to try to go through and give you a fall garden update. Show you what all I have planted. I have a lot of things planted already in this garden. And just show you what's going on. And I'll also may just talk about what I will do differently next year for the spring summer garden. Because some things turned out excellent, some things not so great, and things that I know that I need to change to get a better crop come, harvest time. So when I'm not so sick and I can do all that talking, I'll get out here and film a fall garden update. But thank you for joining me at Daniel's backyard. Come back soon to see more food being grown.